It's Your Moment with Miguel Ramirez.
Hello and welcome to Your Moment. My name is Miguel Ramirez and I'd like to welcome you to the show. On today's episode, I'm going to be welcoming Michael Peñafiel. Michael Peñafiel is a self-defense instructor. He's been teaching for 20 years. He works with a program the company's called Impact Personal Safety. If you have questions, you can find them at impactpersonalsafety.com. So basically on today's episode, Michael Peñafiel covers the history behind self-defense, his expertise with self-defense, what is the process that is involved with self-defense. He also teaches something called empowerment self-defense. Let's please welcome Michael Peñafiel. Hello and welcome to Your Moment. My name is Miguel Ramirez and I am here with Michael
Peñafiel. Like the soda.
Like the soda.
Like the soda, that's right. Like the soda.
And Michael, what can you tell me about your expertise with self-defense?
I've been expertise in self-defense. That's a good question. I've been a self-defense instructor. I work for this company, Impact Personal Safety. Been with them for 20 years. They the type of self-defense that we provide is what's known as empowerment self-defense. And we focus mainly on providing self-defense to women, children, and then men by referral and whatnot. But I put on this big old suit and like all this gear, and women get to, learn how to actually know what it feels like to fight, and hit somebody who actually is coming at them in a realistic manner. And I've been doing that for 20 years, and the reason why they call it empowerment self-defense is because back in the 80s when this was discovered, I believe if I know the mythology correctly, there was a group of martial artists in the LA area who had one of their students, a female black belt, get assaulted, I believe raped, and none of her training was useful.
Yeah.
And what they found out after, talking to her about everything, is like, they kind of reflected back on, well, is it martial arts supposed to help in this manner? Yes, in some ways, but then I don't think it really conformed to what, modern society, prepares people for, because I know from my experience, self-defense is very different from martial arts, and the reason why is that what I've discovered, but then what was articulated to me by one of my mentors, was that the difference between combat sports like martial arts, MMA, jiu-jitsu, taekwondo, karate, any of those, and self-defense training is that in any of those combat sports, boxing included, football included, there's consent, preparation, and awareness. Like, if you and I were participants, hey, we both did jiu-jitsu, hey, you know what? We've signed up at a place, we've consented to fight. We're going to, in fact, let's even say like we're from different schools. We know that the Worlds is coming up at this date, and so we're going to prepare. There's this content. But you know what? That, when that's kind of like the martial art mindset, the sports combat mindset. There's consent, preparation, awareness. I'm aware. I know this is happening. Well, the woman who got assaulted, anybody, regardless, no one consents to getting assaulted. You and I don't wake up, in the morning and think, oh God, you know what, today's one of those days. I think I'm going to get assaulted today. And if we knew that, we would, we'd have like an extra breakfast. We start working out. It's like, it's going to happen at 6:30 today when I'm taking out my trash, because that's usually the time when I'm not aware. It doesn't work that
plus, in that instance, somebody's so unsuspecting, it's like there's no way to even anticipate when they're going to have that.
Exactly. That's the major difference. And so this woman who was trained, was trained in a specific manner, because like our brains, don't even get me started about how our brains work in neurology and that stuff, but the way our brains work, we do things and it expects certain results. So if I'm training, I'm doing all this stuff, I'm going to expect these different results. If I'm fighting my opponent, we're going to bow, that's someone who wants to attack you. If you want to attack me, you want to come to me. Hey, excuse me, are you ready? Okay, ready, let's go. Let's go. No, that's not how that works. The movies, they may show two combatants do that and they're like samurai or some sort of martial arts, but in reality, if I wanted to attack you, I'm not going to bow to you. I'm going to probably maybe talk to you a little bit and then get your guard down and then maybe follow you, especially if, like, let's say you're a woman who it tends to be more vulnerable, because of socialization and stuff like that, I'm going to do things to make myself look like a good guy and surprise you because you're not ready for that. And martial arts training doesn't prepare you for that.
I'd like to thank Michael Peñafiel for dropping by. To find out more information about his program, you can look up Impact Personal Safety at impactpersonalsafety.com. And then also, to find me on social media, you can find me at YMMRE23. If you have a show question, you can email YMMRE23@yahoo.com. And then also, I hope you're having a pleasant one and have a good weekend.
For news and updates on the latest interviews, be sure to visit Your Moment with Miguel Ramirez on Spreaker.com.